right here.
Hey, Stan, as someone who's created so many heroes, I wonder who is the real life hero of your life? Not some actor on the screen, but whether it's your mom or your dad or somebody in World War II, who is the hero of your life that allowed you to be Stan Lee?
Now you gotta forgive me, I don't hear as well as I did. I only caught half of that.
Who is your personal hero? Do you have a real life hero, someone in your life that means a lot to you?
I had a hero, but he was a phony. He was a movie hero, Errol Flynn. I loved the roles he played. I always wanted to be like Errol Flynn. Luckily, I grew up to look exactly like him and to be every bit as wonderful as he is.
Could you follow that and ask if there's somebody like in his, not somebody on the screen, but somebody in his real life?
Like do you have like a family member that was a hero to you, or someone in your personal life that was a hero to you?
I have to be honest, no. I loved my family, but none of them were that heroic. No.
No. Okay.
Terrible. I wish I had a more exciting answer for you.
All right, from CW.
Go right here.
Joel Fernandez with CW33 News. How do you feel about being here in Dallas hosting this show?
How do you feel about being here in Dallas and hosting this show?
Wonderful. I love Dallas. I love the people in Dallas. Every time I've been here, it's been great. I assume this will be the same, even though I don't hear as well as I did last time.
Right here. Let's go right here.
Hi, I'm Dorian from Geeks of Color. I just wanted to ask, how does it feel to finally
You can't tell me he's not whispering.
I'll repeat it.
I'm Dorian from Geeks of Color. How does it feel to finally see Spider-Man like standing alongside the other characters in the MCU?
How does it feel to finally see Spider-Man standing side by side with the other characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, finally, after all these years?
I'll show you why I'm such a good interview subject. Feels fine. Yeah, it feels wonderful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to James.
Hi, James Ensel, DTV Radio. With you being now the highest paid executive producer in movie history with the Marvel movies, grossing $10 billion worldwide now, is there anything, if you could go back in time to your 50 years ago, 1976, and say to yourself, is there anything you would change being as successful as you are now?
I hope you have a good memory.
I do. With this big success that the Marvel movies are having now, if you could go back in time 50 years ago, is there anything you would change knowing the success that they are having today?
No, what we did years ago was pretty good, but it had to take until Marvel became under new management who was willing to do the movies. We were run by people who didn't want to do movies, they didn't want to do television. I remember I said to one publisher that we had, I said, why don't we put our characters on the screen like Superman? And he said, well, what if the movie isn't a hit? Then they'll stop buying the books. That was the way they thought. So it took until Disney came along. Bless Disney.
Yes, Zach.
Zach Jenkins from My Geek Confessions, and we wanted to know, what would you give as life advice to be able to live life well?
What sort of advice would you give as life advice, being able to live life well?
Don't murder anybody. Don't rob any banks. Gee, I don't know. I'm not that great at advice. I think the most important thing really is if every man and a lot of women work for a living, and you spend most of your time working. If you can be lucky enough to do the kind of work that you enjoy, I think that helps so much, because then you feel you're not working, you're just playing, you're having fun, you're doing what you like to do. I think if you have a job that you don't like, that's terrible. But as I say, if you like what you do, I think that's the best situation.
We have one final question, Roy.
I'm Roy Perrin with Tricky Kid Radio. To add on to that, enjoying your work, if this is one of your last con appearances, will you still continue to do the cameos in the movies?
Playing off the fact that this is one of your last con appearances, are you still planning on doing...
What do you mean it's one of my last con appearances?
He's going to do these for 20 more years.
No, I hope you
you still plan on doing more cameos in the movies, regardless of whatever...
Oh, I hope so, because it isn't my decision. They have to say to me, Stan, will you do a cameo? And then they hold their breath, hoping I won't say no. Oh no, doing them. I'll keep doing them as long as I can.
All right, fantastic. And if we do one final photo.
Yeah, and I'll ask one question just so these guys can get your answer. What
Who'll translate for
What do
you?
you want for your 94th birthday?
To have a 95th.